Have you ever wondered why almost every third truck you see on American roads is a Ford? For over 40 years straight, one single vehicle has outsold every other car, SUV, and truck in the entire United States. Not for 1 or 2 good years, not because of a lucky ad campaign, 40 years straight. It's the Ford F-Series, and today we're going all the way back to 1948 to see exactly how one simple work truck became the best-selling vehicle in American history. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why this truck became a legend. And you'll know facts about it that most Ford owners don't even know themselves. Welcome back to the channel, Modus. If you're new here, this is where we break down the history of the world's most iconic vehicles in a simple, easy way. No boring textbook talk, just the real story. So let's get into it. Let's rewind all the way to 1948. World War II had just ended. Factories across America were switching back from building military equipment to building for everyday life, and the entire country was rebuilding fast. Ford saw a huge opportunity in this moment. Back then, most truck companies were simply taking an old car frame and bolting a truck bed onto it. Ford decided to do something completely different. They built a truck from the ground up, designed specifically to be a truck, not a modified car. They called it the F1. It was part of a full lineup that Ford proudly branded the bonus-built trucks, ranging all the way from the small F1 up to the heavy-duty F8. This was the exact moment the F-Series was born, and nobody working at Ford that year had any idea just how massive this simple truck would eventually become. Quick question for you watching right now. If you could own any classic truck from this list we're about to cover, would you want the original 1948 F1, or would you rather have something more modern? Drop your answer in the comments, I really do read them. Now let's fast forward to 1953, because Ford made a change here that still affects every truck they sell today. They renamed the F1 to the F100. And this is exactly where the naming system we still use right now, F150, F250, F350, actually comes from. It wasn't random. It's been the same naming logic for over 70 years. During this same period in the 1950s, Ford also introduced more powerful V8 engine options and gave the trucks a more modern, rounded body style. It made them look less like farm equipment and more like something you'd actually want parked in your driveway. Moving into the 1960s, trucks slowly stopped being just work tools for farmers and construction crews. Ford added four-wheel drive as a real, official factory option, meaning you didn't need a mechanic to convert your truck anymore. You could just order it that way. Bigger cabs came next, along with more comfortable seating and better dashboards. Families genuinely started buying these trucks for everyday use. Then in the 1970s, the F-Series got boxier, tougher looking, and noticeably bigger, matching the muscle car era's love for powerful engines and aggressive styling. Then came 1977, and this is a huge turning point in the story. That year, the F-Series officially became the best-selling truck in the entire country. Just 4 years later, in 1981, the F-Series didn't just stay the best-selling truck. It became the best-selling vehicle of any kind in America. And here's the part that still shocks people today. It has held that title almost every single year since then. That is over 4 decades of complete, uninterrupted dominance in the American auto market. Let me ask you this. Did you know the F150 wasn't always called the F150? A lot of people assume it's always had that name. Comment below if this is new information for you, and let me know what other truck facts surprised you so far. In 1987, Ford upgraded the engines across the entire lineup with fuel injection technology, completely replacing the old carburetor systems that had been used for decades. This might sound like a small technical detail, but it made these trucks dramatically more reliable, more fuel efficient, and easier to start in cold weather. Then, in the 1999, Ford made another major move. They officially split the lineup into 2 separate paths. The Super Duty series was born, built specifically for serious towing, heavy hauling, and commercial work. Meanwhile, the F-150 stayed as the go-to choice for everyday drivers, families, and anyone who needed a reliable truck without the extra size and weight of the Super Duty models. By 2004, Ford gave the F-150 a complete, ground-up redesign. This wasn't just a fresh coat of paint. It brought car-like comfort into a truck for the first time, along with modern safety features, better sound insulation, and a more refined interior. Ford had figured out something important. People wanted a truck that could work hard during the day and still feel comfortable driving their kids to school in the evening. And if you're a fan of off-roading, you're going to want to remember 2009 because that's the year Ford launched the SVT Raptor. This was a high-performance, off-road beast built to handle desert jumps, rough terrain, and high-speed off-road racing, something no regular pickup truck on the market could come close to matching. It very quickly became one of the most talked about and desired trucks in the entire country, and it still is today. Here's a question for you to think about. What do you think was riskier for Ford, launching the completely new Raptor, or what they did just a few years later in 2015? That year, Ford made a bold and honestly quite controversial decision. They switched the F-150's entire body from traditional steel to a lightweight aluminum alloy. But a lot of longtime truck owners were nervous, worried that aluminum simply couldn't handle the abuse that steel could. Spoiler alert, it worked out completely fine, and the aluminum body eventually became the new industry standard that other manufacturers started copying. Quick reminder, if this video is teaching you something new, do me a favor and smash that like button right now. It genuinely helps this channel grow. Then, in 2021, Ford stepped fully into the future with the F-150 Lightning, a completely electric version of America's favorite truck. It came with instant torque, a massive frunk for extra storage where the engine used to be, and the ability to actually power your entire house during an emergency power outage. Today, the F-Series lineup covers absolutely everything. It's genuinely not just a vehicle anymore, it's an institution. So here's my final question for you before you go. Out of every single generation we covered today, which one is your favorite? Let me know exactly which one down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the very next one.